to her. Are you sure everything's okay? Honestly, no. It's Penny's preliminary occupation assignment assessment. An icy chill trickled down my body. How'd she do? Mom took a deep breath, then let out another deep sigh. Well, you know how Penny wants to be an architect? I knew how much Penny loved art and color, and agonized knowing she'd never get to create anything she wanted. Mom paused a while before continuing. According to the preliminary assessment, she's not gonna be an architect. I asked nervously, what do you think her assignment will be? I don't know. It's inconclusive. I tried to comfort her. It's just a preliminary assessment. Mom sighed again, setting her hands on her lap. You're right. Anything's still possible. She patted my hip. I just hate for her to be disappointed. Like I was when they first told me my AO? Mom's face paled, nodding sadly. Yes. Then you'll just have to tell Penny what you told me. Talking about it triggered old memories, and I couldn't stop thinking about when I'd completed my determining occupation assignment assessment 2 years ago. I was crying on my bed, Mom trying to soothe me. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I whimpered. I don't want to be a mining supervisor. I want to be an astronomer. Mom shushed me. I know. But you've been assigned a different occupation. Why can't I choose my own occupation? Why won't they let us do that? I don't know why, but you can still study astronomy on your own. I didn't understand. So? Mom spoke softly. You'll have to work at the mines, but every day after your work, you'll go home and you can study astronomy on your own. And dream. They can't take away your dreams. I was still crushed. That's not the same. I know, but remember, they control your occupation, not your mind. I sat up, feeling hopeful. Really? Mom nodded. Yes, and don't you ever let go of your dreams. Mom's bright voice brought me back to the present as she grinned, confidently assuring, You're absolutely right, it'll all work out. I didn't really get it when I was little, but now that I'm older, I understand that Mom's always trying to inspire us, to prove to us that even though they control our lives, they can't control our dreams. Without her constant, heartfelt encouragement, I think I would have lost my tenuous hold on sanity long ago. The next day, during midday break, Scarlett and I headed to the terminals, quietly discussing our course notes. Suddenly, I felt someone tap my hip. I turned around to see a teacher I didn't recognize, staring down at me. She grimaced. 1888? Let me see your number. I hid my resentment at being called a number, rolling my right foot onto its tiptoes so she could examine my anklet. She clipped. Someone wants to see you. I regained my footing. Who? Why? The teacher turned. Just follow me. I turned to Scarlett, who quickly dipped her knees, whispering, See you later. I was painfully disappointed. I had been waiting all day to spend time with Scarlett, and now that precious time was being stolen from me. What made it even worse was knowing I had absolutely no power to change it. I followed the teacher toward an empty course room, She didn't say another word before walking off. The door was open. Inside was a tall man standing stiffly with his arms crossed. I had never seen him before, but he was definitely not a teacher. I took in his features, noticing his short black hair and his gray uniform that indicated high status. His brown eyes studied me closely. "Are you Jared Rossell?" I anxiously dipped my knees, surprised he used my name. "Yes, sir. Am I in any trouble?" The man shook his head, his voice deep and gravelly. "No, you are not in any trouble. Allow me to introduce myself." He came up to me, pulling a digital ID out of his pocket. "My name is Thomas Rennard, but you may call me Tom. I am with the Department of Occupation Assignment." I had to strain my micro eyes to read the ID. I was terrified, wanting to demand what the Department of Occupation Assignment wanted from me, and why, but I remembered my manners, responding, "It's nice to meet you, Tom." He tucked his ID back into his pocket, speaking very formally, yet softly. "It is nice to meet you too, Jared. I am certain you remember your Determining Occupation Assignment assessment." I responded formally. "Yes, sir, I remember." "You were assigned the occupation of mining production supervisor." "Yes." Tom stared at me intensely, making me feel even more uneasy until he asked, "What if I told you that you could change that?" I was shocked, blurting, "What?" Tom explained, "Your score only fell 1 point below the requirement for the occupation of astronomy. The department is willing to allow you to retake the assessment. That is, if you would like to be an astronomer." Mom had always told me to dream big, but I had never even imagined anything like this was possible. I was completely astounded, not knowing what to say before I burst out with, Yes, I'd love that." For a split second, an amused smile came across Tom's face before he spoke precisely. "Very well, I will make the arrangements." Joy lit in my heart, my thoughts racing as I promised myself that I was going to retake the assessment and passed with flying colors. Tom took a step closer, holding up a gray card. "Give this to your parents, and I will see you soon." He attached the magnetic card to my belt before stepping back with a stiff nod. "You are now dismissed." I dipped my knees. "Thank you!" The interval tone hadn't sounded yet, so I rushed to find Scarlett. She was waiting in our usual spot, scrambling to meet me, whispering, "What happened?" I quickly whipped around, making sure there were no adults nearby. Excitedly, I tried to whisper, "The DOA's gonna let me retake my DA." Scarlett sounded shocked, whispering back, "What?" "Yeah, they actually offered me astronomer." Scarlett kept her thrilled voice low. "Oh, Jared, I'm so happy for you." I almost bounced, barely able to conceal my euphoria. "Thank you." When I got home, I told Mom the incredible news. She hugged me, excitedly bursting, "Wow, Jared, that's amazing! I'm so happy for you!" She hugged me tightly again. Penny dashed into the room, jumping like an energetic spring. "You're gonna pass, Jared! You're gonna pass!" We hadn't told Penny about her preliminary determining assessment yet, but she was positive that something great would come of it. And this was the proof. I wasn't just convinced, I was ecstatic, bouncing. "I'm so excited!" Mom's eyes filled with happy tears. "I bet you are. So am I. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so proud of you. I felt proud too, thanking her and Penny for always being so supportive. End of chapter 2.